Thank you, Ms. Lockwood, for the opportunity.
Yes.
Okay.
I have been following your journey, and there's lots of great stories coming out of your service group. So that's what I wanted to share today. Okay, thank you for accepting my invitation. Can we give them a round of applause, everyone?
Okay, so hello everyone. My name's Zoe, and this is Darius. And we're the service leaders for Gecko Gear. So Gecko Gear started last year actually, and we created it after we felt like the OSC community was lacking merchandise, and we also wanted to think about hosting SISA. So yeah, that's how Gecko Gear was made. So we are a 12-member service group. Last year we started out with 12 seniors. 7 seniors, and then we expanded to 3 6th graders towards the end of last year, and then this year we have 12 students overall, and we're open to grade 6 and above, so the whole secondary school. So even though we create merchandise, and we're very proud of it, our main purpose is to support the Kids on Campus program. And in order to support the Kids on Campus program, that is why we create the merchandise, and all of our proceeds go to helping these kids on campus with things such as transport and food. Yeah. So the Kids on Campus initiative is around, I think, 120 kids that come to our campus every single Thursday. We're lucky enough to host them every Thursday, and some examples of the things that we do is we use our money to pay for the transport for SOS Village and Gecko Inc. And we also pay for all of their food each week. Some examples of our contributions and the impacts that they have made is that, firstly, an additional 10 kids have been able to come to the cultural exchange program every week. And Justice and Equality, the group that focuses on women's rights, has been able to have a group from the organization Emerge come and join us. And overall, we have 5 kids on campus groups, and we have been able to contribute to them quite a bit, which is something that we are very proud of.
Yeah, and so to do all the wonderful things that Zoe just talked about, we obviously have to design and be a merchandise group. So I'll give you a chronological debrief of the things we've designed starting from last year. So at the beginning in around August, one of our first goals was redesigning the OSC Gecko mascot and making it more fierce. So we worked with some designers. And these are some contemporary ideas. We'll see what the future holds with those, but they're put on the back burner for now. And then here we obviously need a logo, right? If we're going to be a design group. So this is our old Gecko Gear logo. It's actually not updated because it only has the 4 kids on campus groups. But now we have Justice and Equality bringing kids on campus, so we'll need to add that. And then here's an example of us reaching our objective of creating a community. So here's probably our most popular purchase, designed by Sandeep himself in the crowd, which is the Go Geckos supporter t-shirt. And yeah, and then one of the first things that we had to tackle as a brand new service group, which was challenging, was SISA boys volleyball was happening like 2-3 months right after we started. So this is the logo we designed the logo. So excited. And there's a common misconception going around that Gecko Gear doesn't work hard. So here's an example of almost the process that goes into creating like a hoodie. It's a lot of designs, a lot of effort from all of our wonderful service members.
Yep, and in year 1, here's some of the clothing that we have made. Firstly, on the left here, we can see the warm-up shirts that we have created. Initially, we made it for the volleyball teams, but then we expanded it into every single sport, and we personalized it with the sport on the front. And it was great because, I mean, every single athlete got to have their name and number on the back, and it was something, it's kind of a collector's item that we were all proud of. And then we have the 2 hoodies that were made for season 1. This hoodie was actually, the design was given to us by DP2 last year, and we were able to incorporate that into the hoodie, and then this is the swim hoodie that was made. And then after season 1, we decided to expand our range of merchandising that we had. So we experimented with zip-up hoodies for girls football, and we also made a general hoodie because we were hosting girls football and boys volleyball, so we wanted to have something that incoming SISA athletes were able to purchase. And then right next to that, we have a basketball jersey that was made by Adam. Below that, we have the tote bag that was made by Irina, which has the OSC motto on it: courage, compassion, and curiosity. And then Sid designed the Eat My Bubble shirt for the swim gala, which is a famous swim motto that OSC's had for a while. And as you can see, every single service member has an equal amount of opportunity to put in their ideas and to make merchandise. And of course, the famous wristbands with the jump and jive cheer on it. So yeah, it's been great to showcase our OSC spirit.
Yeah, so thank you, Zoe, for that. That was a collection of all the diverse items we made in year one. And so at the end of year one, we raised just over $3,000 US. And with that profit, we were able to contribute to our main objective, supporting the kids on campus. So one of the first main initiatives we did was donating and designing these swim bags for SOS Village with wristbands, towels, and goggles in them. Going above and beyond. Thank you, Ms. Sue. And we also are very proud of the fact that we have gone international now. These SISA competitions, where all these teams from all over the region are coming to our school, is our biggest selling point. That's where we make most of our revenue. And so the people who buy the merchandise will then take it to their school, advertise it there, and it's something we're very proud of. And there were 2 SISA tournaments last year that we helped organize and design for: SISA Boys Volleyball and SISA Girls Football, which were a huge success. And we also wanted to shout out this boy from the Lincoln School of Nepal. I don't remember his name, if you remember his name. He donated his birthday money to our service, not once, but twice. He just loved our cause. And I think it was like around $80 or something like that. It was around $80. It was incredible. And yeah, and so we've also started, at the end of last year, we also started helping other service groups out. Like, I know Adam worked with Hope for Kids to design their merchandise, and we're also helping supply stuff with them. And we also started our Getting Involved initiative to bring that sense of community that service really strives for at OSC. So that was, that entails, like, we would greet them when they were coming to school at the beginning, give them a wave, start a quick conversation, and walk them to their designated locations. And that was a great idea. Okay, and then year 2. So it's been not that long into the second academic year, but here are some things we've designed. We have this Gecko Athletic shirt modeled by Zoe right now, which was very fun, very fashionable. We also decided to, keep our merch fit and fresh, so we revamped the warm-up shirt from white to black, added a new design. This was credited to Irina. And then we also expanded our merchandise once again with the OSC track pants and Gecko's bucket hat and cap. And SISA Girls Volleyball was also very recently, if you are not aware. And we designed a logo for that. And we'll talk about this more, but we also expanded our facilities, you can call it.
Okay, so accomplishments for this year. So we're not even halfway through the year, and we have already raised $1,650, which is more than half of what we made last year. We've also set up the new Gecko Gear shop. We had, obviously, the shop which is kind of like a vault. We had all our clothing and everything there as a storeroom, and we decided to make it into a shop, because before we would just have our racks out and then baskets, and people would come, and it was so hectic. So we finally made the Gecko Gear shop, and it looks so great. We've also expanded our merchandise, so we've been able to make hats and sweatpants. And we made a digital shop for SISA. We did a QR code, and we made posters and put them all around the school and all around the PNPR for SISA Girls Volleyball. So it was great to have that, so that all the SISA athletes could just scan it off their phone and place their orders. So that way it was really easy. You just come and pick up whatever you ordered. So this was a great thing that we did. And then, of course, we continue our Kids on Campus Welcome initiative, where we get to interact with the kids, speak to them, and it's very rewarding to see the smiles on their faces every Thursday. And yeah, I mean, we've expanded the Kids on Campus program from about 100 kids to 120, so it's great.
Yeah, and so this is where it gets juicy. Our goals for the future, okay? So one of our short-term slice of boys football is coming up in April, March, whenever, and so we need to get ready for that. Design logos. Season 2 and 3 SISA is coming up, so we have to go prepare for that. But for the long term, one of our goals is we're trying to get sustainable suppliers, and the problem with that is that we reached out to a lot of Sri Lankan suppliers, but they only take orders in massive bulk, maybe 200 plus. And then I even tried reaching out to some Indian suppliers, but then there's that opportunity cost of, is this really environmentally friendly if you're transporting it from India? And we're also finding more ways to engage with the kids, with our Kids on Campus and the Kids on Campus program. And so one thing we did was we trialed it for a little bit, where 1 out of every 4 services we would be like, I guess, temporary members of another service just to interact with the kids on campus and get a sense of that aspect of service. And then one of our main goals, everybody, is we need leaders for next year. I think we have 5 seniors in Gecko Gear, and we'll all be graduating at the end of the year, probably leaving in March. And so we have a very capable young batch of kids who are very ready for the future. We've been training them. But we do need more people in Gecko Gear. It is a lot of work. And so, yeah. Thank you, guys.
The very first Gecko logo that you designed, would you guys make any merch with that one? The very first Gecko.
The mascot.
Yeah, the mascot.
No, it was sort of just an idea. Oh, do we have it on the bucket hat? Do we print out the bucket hats? No, we didn't print out. We did? I don't think so. No, we didn't print out the bucket hats, but it's in the works. You know, you guys like it? I don't know. You don't like it? No. Guys, show of hands who likes the mascot, the fierce gecko. All right, this is very fun. Yeah. That's the goal. It's got to look fierce, right? We felt like we felt minuscule compared to our other SISA schools with their fierce logos. So I had to match that. Any other questions? Yes.
Going back to your objective, when you first started Gecko Gear, was it to help kids on campus, or did it kind of evolve into helping kids on campus? Would you say that you're going to start helping by selling all your products? The goal was to help kids on campus, right from day one, or was it?
Yeah, so I mean, when we first started our service group, we were kind of struggling with coming up with ways to make it service. So this was like a big challenge that we had, and we went through so many different ideas. But I think what worked best for us and something that we enjoyed doing the most is using all of the profit that we made off of our clothing to go towards Kids on Campus. Because I mean, when we sell our clothing, we make a lot of money, but most of that money goes back to paying the suppliers. So I mean, every single piece of profit is used to help these kids on campus, and I think that moving forward, we're going to find more ways to engage with them and be a part of their journey here at OSC.
Would you say that, like, from when you first started to now, have your designing skills also improved? Like, the techniques or, like, just outcome?
Yeah, I feel like as we become more experienced and getting more like feedback from the teams, from athletes, it's helped us to kind of figure out what the crowd likes. And I think like a good thing is that like even if you're not in the service, you're still able to contribute. If you make a design and you want it to be on, I don't know, the basketball team. Like the good thing about our service is that you're more than welcome to send it in, and then eventually it'll be sent out with a vote for the team to decide. Because that's what we did with Vin and the volleyball team. So.
I think just looking back to where you started and it's the idea that formed, I think that over the time it's getting here is moved in a direction that none of us probably thought it would. It's just exploded into something amazing. If you were to come back to OSC in 2 or 3 years' time, how would you envisage, or how would you like to see, or how would you like to think that Gecko Gear might have evolved further?
I mean, we obviously want the service to expand. In 2 to 3 years, how do you envision it evolving?
I feel like having, like, it would be great, I feel like, at some point to have a shop where people could come in, browse through the clothing, that kind of like we have here. I feel like that's kind of one of the main goals I envisioned for Gecko Gear, to have like an actual interactive shop and having a range of things and, you know, seeing it all around campus would probably be some, like how I envision Gecko Gear in the next few years.
Yeah, I think so too. I think 2 to 3 years we have a very capable group of 7th graders right now, and in 2 to 3 years there'll be 10th to 9th grade. Their designing quality and ability will increase, and I'm excited for the future holds for Gecko Gear even when we're gone. So, yeah.
Just a quick question. So Zoe, you initiated this group. This, for everybody present, this is one of those wonderful service groups that students came up with, drove it, supported obviously by wonderful teacher supervisors as well, but it really came from students. You've seen, so you've been looking after this, you and Darius and the whole team, and seen it turn into a really big deal. How do you think, what do you think you'll be able to take away from this as you go to university, as you go into the next stage? Do you think you will be able to do something like this in the future?
100%. I feel like, I mean, this was just kind of an idea that came up, and I mean, everyone was like, oh, I wish we had like a merch, like better merch here at OSC, but I feel like nobody really went in and did it, and I feel like, for me, I felt like I really set my mind to it along with Darius, and I mean, organizing everything, really focusing on making this work is eventually what led us to creating such an amazing service. So I feel like setting our minds to it really